You've just cracked out of your egg and you're in the land of the dinosaurs, ready to take on the world, except you're not really sure how this is gonna be. Your mom's nowhere to be seen, and the first thing you spot is a group of other baby dinosaurs who are looking at you like you're the buffet. But no worries, you've got a sail on your back. You're basically the most stylish creature in this prehistoric land. That sail, it's the ultimate power move, unless you're a spinosaurus, because that sail, not a useful thing. You're basically an oversized chicken. Your first instinct is to run for cover, but surprise, your legs are about as useful as a two-legged chair. You're already a target, and the first thing on the menu is you. You try hiding under a rock, but it's like playing peekaboo with other creatures. Welcome to the world of a spinosaurus, where everything that's bigger than you wants to eat you, and let's face it, even if you're bigger than some of these guys, you're still probably gonna be someone's snack. Life is just beginning, and now you realize one thing: your mom, she left. It's like being dropped off at daycare, except the daycare is on fire. Everyone wants to eat you, and the only lesson here is run or die. Stomach growls, reminding you that you're hungry. You scan the area, and as you see, food is everywhere. But the problem, they all has teeth. You see a little lizard is walking next to you. You jump, only to miss. Pathetic. The lizard doesn't even bother to run. It just stares at you like, wow, that's embarrassing. Before you can try again, the ground shakes. A shadow looms over you. Something big is coming. Your tiny heart hammers in your chest as you freeze. Maybe if you don't move, it won't see you. Maybe, thud, a massive foot crashes down inches from your tail. You don't even know what that was, and you don't want to find out. And just like that, you learn your first and most important lesson in life. You are alone. No one is coming to save you. No one cares if you live or die. You either figure out how to survive or you become a pile of bones. Well, you've survived your first few years. Barely. You're bigger now, stronger, kind of, but instead of feeling like a fearsome predator, you feel more like a walking mistake. You thought growing up would make you more intimidating, but nope, it just made you easier to spot from a mile away. And let's talk about your body. What is this design? Your arms? Weirdly short, your legs, too stubby, your tail, great for swimming, and terrible for running. You try to hunt, but here's the problem. On land, you're slow. You're weird. A raptor spots you, and before you can even think about fighting back, your survival instincts kick in. Run! And if you thought water was your escape, oh boy, you dive into the swamp thinking you're safe, but you are not, because guess what else lives in the water? Crocodiles. Big, ancient, hungry crocodiles, and to them, you're just a weird fish with legs. You thought being aquatic was an advantage? Wrong! You are the advantage to every predator that wants a meal. So now, most of your time is spent hiding. You wedge yourself between reeds, hoping that something bigger doesn't notice you. You sink low in the water, trying to blend in with the mud. Some days, it works. Other days, not so much. You wanted to grow up to be a mighty super predator. Instead, you've become a professional hide-and-seek champion. Years go by and, somehow, against all odds, you're still here. You've grown taller, stronger, slightly less pathetic. You can finally take down prey without embarrassing yourself. Fish? No problem. Even small dinosaurs? You're actually catching them now. And maybe life is finally getting better. Just maybe. Because you're a fully grown Spinosaurus, you've unlocked a new level of misery. You are now a prime target for literally everyone. At first, you scan around and thinking you're the king of the swamp until you realize the swamp is a war zone. Other Spinosaurus are here. And guess what? They don't like you. Not because you're ugly, which, let's be honest, you are, but because you're competition. You're minding your business, munching on a nice juicy fish when suddenly, boom! Another Spinosaurus barrels out of the water, eyes locked on you like you just stole their lunch money. And well, technically you did. You growl, he growl, and before you know it, he did what he came to do. Survive that? Great! But don't get too comfortable. Because while you're busy throwing hands, well, tiny arms, with your own kind, guess who else is lurking around? T-Rex. Yeah, big, mean, and doesn't give a single crap that you're a Spinosaurus. You might think, but I'm bigger. I can swim. I have a sail. T-Rex doesn't care. It sees one thing: lunch. And here's the worst part. You suck at running. The moment you try to make a break for it, your stumpy legs and webbed feet betray you. You stumble through the swamp, sloshing around like a drunk duck while the T-Rex power walks toward you like it's late for a meeting. So now, most of your adult life is spent in a constant state of stress. And here comes mating season, that magical time of year when every Spinosaurus suddenly decides it's the main character. You've survived childhood, dodged predators, fought for food, and now you have to impress someone while also fighting off every other Spinosaurus with the same idea. So, what's your brilliant strategy? Flowers? A romantic dinner by the swamp? Nope. You flex. And not just any flex. You go full, look at me, I'm the ultimate beast mode. You stomp through the water, splashing dramatically. You arch your ridiculous sail, hoping it looks impressive instead of making you look like a giant windsurfing lizard. You even let out your most terrifying roar, which mostly sounds like a really aggressive honk. And yes, she's not impressed. Yet so, here's the thing. Fighting for a mate is exhausting. Instead of getting into a bloody battle, you decide to impress her the gentlemanly way. Step 1. Show off your hunting skills. You spot a massive fish in the river, but instead of just eating it, you drag it onto the shore, dramatically of course. You shake off the water in slow motion, because style matters, and with one powerful bite, you snap the fish. You casually drop the best part right in front of her, giving her the ultimate prehistoric dinner date. She looks at the fish, then at you. Interest unlocked. Step 2. The nest building. You notice she's checking out the best nesting spots, so instead of just standing around like a clueless lump, you start gathering materials. Not just any materials, the best ones. Strong sticks, soft mud, maybe even a cool leaf for decoration, because why not? You proudly stomp over, drop everything in front of her, and give her a look that says, "See, I'd be a great provider." And guess what? It works. She huffs in approval, she accepts your offerings, she lets you stay. And just like that, you win her over, not with brute force, but with brains, effort, and maybe just a little bit of fish-related bribery. So, after successfully impressing your mate, life actually seems peaceful. For the first time in your life, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You and your mate spend your days lounging in the shallows. Every now and then, you both go on hunting trips together, catching massive fish and leaving half-eaten remains as romantic gifts. One day, your mate digs a shallow hole near the water's edge and carefully lays a clutch of massive eggs. You stand beside her, watching like, yep, those are definitely mine. But after protecting it for days, you and your mate make a decision. It's time to move on. Your eggs are still there, but this is nature. No emotional goodbyes, no hugging it out. You just walk away, leaving them near the river where they'll have the best chance. Some will make it, most won't. That's just how it works. Now, it's just you and your mate again. But things aren't the same anymore. You've gotten slower. Your once powerful legs aren't what they used to be. Your massive sail, once a beacon of strength, now makes you a walking target. And then, one day, your mate doesn't wake up. She just stops moving. No fight, no struggle, just gone. For the first time in years, you're alone again. A few days later, as you're resting in the shallows, you hear something. Footsteps. A younger, stronger Spinosaurus stands before you, and you already know what's about to happen. You could fight. You've done it before. But what's the point? You've played this game long enough. As the young challenger charges, you don't move. You just stare, remembering every hunt, every battle, every moment. And then, darkness. The swamp moves on. The river keeps flowing. And somewhere, the offspring you left behind takes its first step toward the same brutal, unforgiving life you lived.